Hey guys, welcome back. Today we start with a new function and one of the important function in Excel, that is concatenate. I use it majorly to join text. So it's a function argument or syntax looks like this. So is equal to concatenate, open the bracket, then you have multiple text that you can add. Yeah, and so on. So you can have multiple text here, which would be joined. Okay. So as I told you, concatenate function combines multiple text strings into one string. So this function is beneficial for consolidating scattered data into a compact format. Majorly, I have seen people using it to join names, the first name and the last name. I also use it to join dates. I'll show you how. So it permits data analysts to use links, breaks, and combine text with the date, extracting working professional full names, as I told you. Um, the opposite of concatenate function is text split, which we'll see in subsequent videos, or text to column feature that we have seen in my earlier videos. So let's quickly jump into how this function works. Yeah. Suppose I want to join these two cells. Yeah. So what I'll do is I'll say is equal to concatenate, open the brackets. I'll select the cell. So this is one text that is in A3. I'll say comma. I'll select another text. Yeah. I'll add comma and I'll select another text. This way I have joined all these three cells which are available in the yellow column, and it has got combined into one text. But there is a concern that I'm not able to identify this three different texts because they have joined at a specific point without any parameter in between or without any space in between. So what I can do is I can add a space or a hyphen in between like this. Yeah, and here you are. I have made some mistake. Let me see what I have made a mistake on. A4, A5. Okay, I have added another apostrophe. So here you are. So you can see I can now have a hyphen in between each text that I have got combined using the concatenate function. Yeah. So this is how you can separate. So you can add a empty space as well. So I have added hyphen. Can use an empty space. I can use a character. So I'll say XX. You see this? There is an XX in between. Yeah, ideally people use empty space to show a space in between the text that has been joined. Let's see what happens if I try to join a text and a date. So let's concatenate text and a date. So I'll select text, comma, for the purpose of separation, I will add a hyphen in between. Yeah. And I'll select the date. Let's see what happens. Find this, the date has been converted into a numeric form and then it has been assigned to the concatenate function to get combined with the text value. Yeah, let's see what happens if I do the same with text and number. So is equal to concatenate. I select the text, comma, and the number here that we have. So let's say enter, you find this. So it has added, so it has combined the tag date after converting it to a number that is 45801, and then it has combined the number as it is at the end of it. Well, as how the series did. If I have added A7 at the last, then date would appear, or the date numeric representation of date will appear at the last. Yeah, this way. Let's see what happens with the currency. So if I have to concatenate currency with the text, let's see with the text. Okay, so it doesn't have any effect on the currency. So it gives me a combined text and the currency number that I have added. Let me check it with currency and a date. So let's try a lot of combinations so that you can understand what is actually happening between when we are adding or concatenating multiple formats or multiple data types. So I'm adding a currency and or concatenating two strings or two text, that is currency and date. So it has the same effect that we had for number. So it is treating the same way, yeah, and giving you a combined text of the values that we have selected. Now suppose I want the name on a different line, date on a different line, and the number on a different line. Yeah. So how do I do that? So what I can do is there is a option to add a character return, which is char 10. So let me show you that. So I'll say is equal to, I want to concatenate the name, that is I scan analyze. Then I want the date to appear on the next line. Yeah. So I'll say is equal or say I'll say char, and to have it on the next line, I have to use the character 10. I'll say comma and just copy it. So then I want the date. Yeah. I'll say again, I'll put a character or the return, and I need the number. So I have selected all. What I'm trying to get is I'm trying to get each entity that I have selected on a different line. Yeah, so I'll show you that. So this has all come on a different line altogether. Let me see. Character 10. Character 10 is used to put it on a different line, but that is not happening. Let me check why it is not happening. So right now, what I see is it is still showing in the same line. Oh yeah, what I have missed out is you need to have the wrap text. So here you are. Okay. So each of your characters or data has come on a different line. So here it was A7. So let me put that. So you can see here So I-scan analyze has come on a different line. The date numeric conversion has come on a different line, and the number has come on a different line. By using the char 10 as which is a enter symbol or the enter character that we can use. Yeah, pretty good. So what I wanted to convey here is concatenate is basically used to concatenate multiple text or strings into one. The things that you need to remember is you can specify the numeric values without enclosing. Yeah. So suppose I have equal to concatenate. I have to enclose text within double quotes. So TCA, I scan analyze. And if I have to combine a number along with the text, I can do it without enclosing within quotes. See this way. You can employ commas between, as I have told you, comma, space, hyphen, or any special character that you want so that you can separate the two texts which you have joined. It is always suggested, and my practical experience is you always put some space delimiters in between so that you can specify the separation of those joined text. Yeah, so you can add a space, you can add a hyphen, you can add a double quotes, whatever you want. Lastly, if text items are not in double quotes marks, the concatenate function will give you an error. So suppose I have this, I do not enclose it in double quotes. So you see this? So let me put this, let me show you, is equal to concatenate. Yeah, I say this particular cell, comma, I can analyze. Yeah, I'm not enclosing it in double quotes. The text part, wherein I have selected one in A3 column or the cell, and I have written a separate text which has to join and give us a combined text using the concatenate formula or the function. But it will give you an error. You see this name error because we have not enclosed I-scan analyze in double quotes. So these are the few things that you need to understand when you are applying concatenate function in while doing any kind of analysis or any kind of cleaning of your data. That's very important. I hope you can understood the concept of joining text through concatenate function. Hope you like this video. Do like it, share it across with your colleagues who want to learn Excel. Comment if you want me to cover any of the topics in this 365 days of Excel journey. And yes, do not forget to subscribe to my channel because that's how I would get motivated to do or record so many videos which will help you to learn Excel in a more detailed manner. Thank you so much.